the room.
Absolutely.
All right, now, if the hearing does resume, aren't Green supporters concerned that this could turn into a death sentence for John Edward Green?
Well, if justice prevails, no, because the issues being brought out in this pretrial hearing pertain to his case, because in his case we have three elements of eyewitness identification, partial palm print, forensics information, and jailhouse snitches. And this is the type of information we've been hearing about the last 2 days, which clearly shows that there's a lot of unreliability in those three areas. And in fact, all 6 of the Houston exonerees had false eyewitness IDs in their cases.
Definitely these three approaches are pretty heavy on that.
Yeah.
Right, so what's next?
Well, hopefully we will prevail and the hearing will continue, and with the rest of the hearing bringing out more evidence of innocent people who have in fact been executed, Judge Fine will rule that not the death penalty, but the use of the death penalty is unconstitutional because of the way that innocent people are executed and will continue to be executed if it's allowed to continue.
Well, now, how would you judge Texas's Court of Criminal Appeals based on their reluctance to actually halt previous executions?
Well, the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals is not known. It's known as a pro-prosecutor court. It's 9 Republicans, and the head judge, Sharon Keller, is the one that closed at 5 rather than hearing Michael Richard's last-minute appeal back in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this can be appealed farther, and the attorneys do plan to take it all the way to the Supreme Court if necessary.
Why are people questioning whether Judge Fine is overstepping his authority?
Well, I think the district attorney's office doesn't want this coming out publicly, quite frankly, because the evidence has been pretty damning. And I know people sitting on death row right now who are there because of faulty forensics, because of faulty eyewitness ID, because of jailhouse snitches. In fact, one of the witnesses that had been subpoenaed was the jailhouse snitch that testified against Todd Willingham, who was executed in 2004. So people are complaining. The people who are complaining don't want the truth to come out about how the death penalty is used.
What's your response to those who say that the courtroom is not the proper place for this kind of open dialogue to actually take place?
I think that's ridiculous because the issues that are being brought out in this motions hearing directly apply to this case of John Green. So, of course, it's related. And they're saying, well, he hasn't been convicted yet. Well, let me tell you, once you're convicted, it's usually over.
There's no
so this
recourse,
is the appropriate time to raise the issues before you have somebody who's claiming innocence be convicted. So it's perfectly appropriate and logical.
Well, I'm sure you'll keep us updated on this as things progress, and we'll certainly be getting back with you
I think the 15 days are up December 22nd. So hopefully we'll have a Merry Christmas and the hearing will continue on the 22nd or 23rd.
Let me ask you something else now. You've got a press conference coming up tomorrow. Tell us about it.
Well, we felt like
and we, you mean?
The abolition movement and activists against the death penalty, opponents of the death penalty, feel like we need to have a response to this. So Clarence Branley, who did 10 years on death row for a crime he had nothing to do with, is going to be our guest speaker tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock at Shape Community Center, 3815 Live Oak. We invite people to come out and join us. And Clarence will talk about the fact that, yes, innocent people are sent to death row because of all kinds of reasons, and how hard it is to reverse that. And he is one of only 12 people in Texas who have been exonerated off death row, so it's not an easy thing.
Do you have a website where people can find out this kind of information on a regular basis? And how can they join your organization if they're interested?
Well, our website is abolitionmovement.org, and you can come to our meetings the first Tuesday of the month. In December, Well, yesterday was the first Tuesday, and in December we don't really meet. We kind of talk informally, but we sign holiday cards, and we never finish. So next Tuesday we will be continuing to finish signing all the holiday cards.
And those are holiday cards for the prisoners, is that correct?
For 300 and some odd men and women on Texas death row, as well as the dozens of juveniles who were taken off death row in 2005, and people like Anthony Graves, who just got off death row, and Kenneth Foster, who had his sentence commuted.
Right. Well, good news for them.
Yeah.
Happy holidays for them, yay.
Yes.
Thank you, Gloria Rubac. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate
thanks to
your
KPFT
expertise.
News Department for following this issue.
Absolutely fabulous. Again, we have been speaking with Gloria Rubac. She is the founder of the Texas Death Penalty Abolition Movement, and we are always happy to see her right here. Thank you so much. Well, the battle over